Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and The Simplicity of Self-Healing 10th Anniversary Edition, which is coming out on next week. June 16th, 2023, the new updated version of The Simplicity of Self-Healing will be available, and it will be for sale for 99 cents, Kindle version on Amazon.com. So welcome to Lunch with Lisa. Today, I wanted to talk about integrity. What does the word integrity mean? It means having coherence. If a building lacks structural integrity, it means that the building isn't safe to inhabit. Integrity, when it comes to us as beings, it means having body, mind, and soul in full alignment so that we are a whole, complete being. Here on planet Earth, humanity has been out of integrity for a very long time, meaning we are out of harmony with nature and with the universe, living in states of war, poverty, scarcity. All of these things are signs of lack of integrity, lack of coherence, lack of wholeness. We live in a society that has been separated and divided. We are divided by sexes, we are divided by races, colors, creeds, religions, country lines. And all of this division and separation, it is stemming from the division and separation of body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and soul are not three separate things. They are one thing. They are three aspects of the one being that we each are. We are the soul. First and foremost, we are non-physical beings having a physical experience. As the non-physical being, the soul, we choose to come into physical form. We choose to incarnate, to bring ourselves into physical form. So this physical body is not who we are. It is the vehicle for the soul. It is the vehicle through which we express ourselves. But in this crazy mixed up world where we have been living in the reversal matrix, when we have been living in opposite land, where we have been trained to believe that we are these physical bodies and that we cease to exist when the physical body stops functioning. So we run around fearing death, trying to do everything we can to avoid dying. But we don't avoid it, we just create it. And we create it far, far, far sooner than needs to be. These bodies are designed to live for hundreds of years. The body is constantly regenerating and rejuvenating itself. But because we have fallen out of integrity with our divine blueprint, we start to fall apart. Just like the building that now lacks structural integrity just simply begins to fall apart and degrade. This is what happens to our physical bodies when the mind and the soul are out of alignment, when we are doing things, saying things, believing things that are not true for who we are as the grand beings of light. Our bodies take the brunt. if we are doing things out of a sense of obligation, or that we have to do this, or this is the way it is, and we just have to make the best of the bad situation. No, we do not. Whatever is what we have already created. It's already the past. We are grand beings of light. We are completely and totally unlimited. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities. Yet we're told that these are the possibilities that we can work with. This is the way it is. Don't go outside the lines. Just stay within the rules and everything will be just fine. Follow the rules and you will be fine. The rules are killing us. Following somebody else's rules is never a good idea because it lacks integrity. When we start to look at who the people are who are making the rules, here, vote us in. We're going to make it all better. And then they intentionally wage war, try to crash the world's economies. That's not in integrity. We are not modeled integrity by the leaders of the world. The ones who are supposed to be in integrity are the ones who are farthest out of integrity. And we're simply following along, doing what we're told. And it doesn't feel right inside. And when it doesn't feel right inside, it's a clear sign from our body, right? Which is the direct connection to our higher wisdom. If we're doing something that's out of integrity, it doesn't feel good. It'll feel heavy. It'll feel like an obligation. It'll feel like, well, I just have to do this because it's what we all do. This is out of integrity. And our bodies are suffering. What we're being taught about our bodies, that we have diseases attacking us, that doesn't feel good, which is a clear sign that it's not true. But when we are believing that we're being attacked by diseases, we simply live as if that's the truth. And then it becomes our truth, it becomes our experience. Even though it's not true, it becomes the experience. And then we use the experience as evidence that it's true. It's not true. Our bodies are following our consciousness. When our minds are convinced that we have to do what we have to do, that we have to follow the rules, and it doesn't feel good to follow the rules, we're out of personal integrity. We're out of alignment. Who and what we are grand beings of light. We are non-physical beings. We are completely unlimited by physicalness. Yet we use physicalness as the excuse for our limitations. So then we doubt our bodies. We doubt our own ability to heal ourselves. We doubt our inner guidance. When somebody says, you have a killer disease and you're going to die if you don't do this thing, and the thing, whatever it is, feels really scary, icky, like losing body parts, whatever it is, long-term protocol things. We're not listening to our own inner guidance. Our bodies are designed to both produce the things that are called disease and heal those very same symptoms. Every single thing our bodies do, they do with meaning. If the mind has gone off on a tangent, the body has to swing in the opposite direction in order to try to maintain integrity. The soul is the balance point. The soul is always in alignment. The soul is always in harmony with the entire universe. But when the mind starts believing that we're limited, we're lacking, we have to follow the rules, and the mind stays out of integrity with the soul, stays out of harmony, the body reflects the lack of harmony. So the reflection of the lack of harmony can mean tumors, it can mean headaches, it can mean all kinds of physical symptoms. The body doesn't do anything by itself. The body is always following the consciousness. So that when we believe that we're a victim, when we believe that there's something wrong with us, when we believe that our bodies are malfunctioning, that becomes the reality that we experience. So integrity is incredibly important. We live in a society that completely lacks integrity for the most part. We're not modeled this. Integrity means coming into alignment within ourselves. It means listening to our inner guidance. It means getting quiet enough to ask questions of what's actually true for me. What's actually possible? What's actually happening here? When I found myself facing cancer, it was completely obvious to me that my struggles, my lack, the lack mentality, the mentality of I'm not good enough, all of the things that I was thinking at the time when I was so depressed that I was literally suicidal. It was obvious to me that that was my problem, that my body was not the problem, that it's me being suicidal, being so far out of alignment with the truth of who I am, that my body was taking the brunt. I had fallen so far out of integrity with myself. I had stopped believing in my higher self. I stopped recognizing my ability to be a conscious creator. I stopped recognizing that source is my support. Source is the source of all that is. And that when I am in full alignment and integrity and in harmony with source, ask and it is given is universal law. All we have to do is ask and receive. It's really, really, really simple. But when we fall out of alignment with that, when we lose our structural integrity and we start living in the mind rather than in the alignment of the soul, we start to lose our own structural integrity. When body, mind, and soul are fully in alignment, we are whole and complete unto ourselves. And life is easy. Life flows. Health happens. Health is the byproduct of structural integrity. It's the byproduct of having body, mind, and soul all in harmony. So where are you in the realm of in integrity. Are you in integrity? Are you following your inner guidance? Are you listening to your own soul's wisdom? There is no other being on the planet, no other being in the entire universe that knows more about you than you and source. We've been taught that there are other people on this planet that are experts and they know more than you do. And you have to go and ask the experts. You have to go to a doctor to find out if you're okay, because God forbid you can't just know that you're fine. Because God forbid there could be a monster in the closet, something lurking in there, and you better find it before it gets you. That's out of integrity. That's fully lacking in integrity. Not believing in your own body, not believing in your own ability to recognize well-being. I feel perfectly fine, but I better get a test to find out if I'm fine. Where are you on the scale? Are you acting in integrity? Are you being true to your own word? Are you being true to your soul's wisdom? Or are you looking to other people to fix you? Are you believing that you're not okay? Are you believing that there's something wrong with you? These are clear signs that something is out of alignment. When you bring yourself back into integrity, which means being true to your word, not your human self-word, the word of your soul. You are a grand being of light and you are a creator and you can create anything you want, including radiant health, wealth, fun, adventure, excitement. These are all things that we create. They don't happen to us and they're not going to just drop out of the sky. We are here. We are creators. But when we're not being true to ourselves, when we're lacking integrity, right? Recently, my Facebook account was hacked, and the people who hacked it then deactivated my account. Clearly, people who are out of integrity, right? This is where the whole karma idea comes from, because when people are so far out of integrity, death and destruction is the only option for these people. And then we call it karma. But they're just simply creating crap. They're creating illness. They're creating ill will. They're creating from a space of corrupt structure. The foundation of their building has collapsed. So unwellness is their only option, right? Us bringing ourselves back into integrity means bringing ourselves back into peace and harmony with the universe. It means bringing body, mind, and soul back into alignment so that our structural integrity remains intact, no matter what's happening in the world around us. We're watching the structural integrity, like the lack of moral integrity in the society is literally collapsing the old society right now. It was built on shaky ground. It was the foundation of society was out of integrity. You can't build a society from people who promise one thing and do something else. That's not in integrity. So the entire structure of society has been built in a pyramid shape where these people at the top are supposed to be the leaders, but they are the ones on the planet who who are most lacking in integrity. They are the ones who have been speaking one thing and doing something completely different. So the structure of our society has to collapse because it is built on a foundation that is not structurally sound. And as that collapses, we who are of the light, who are recognizing that everything is out of alignment, we are the ones who are shining our light to bring everything back into alignment. We are the ones who are remaining in peace and harmony, taking personal responsibility, not looking to other people to fix us, not looking for the pill that's going to help us, the pill that's going to solve all of our problems. There is no such thing, no matter how much the pharmaceutical companies want us to believe this. It's time for all of us, all of humanity, to start waking ourselves up to see what's going on and recognize our ability to bring ourselves back into structural integrity, including our physical bodies. No one else can heal you. Healing happens from the inside out. Healing is the process of bringing everything back into alignment with the truth of who we are as grand beings of light, the truth of who we are as unique souls. You have all the wisdom that you need right inside. The soul has access to universal wisdom. But when we're in our minds and we're worried and we're stressed and we're thinking all the time, we can't get quiet enough to hear what the soul has to say. But when we get quiet, when we turn inside, we can heal ourselves naturally, no matter what the diagnosis is. No matter what seems to be the problem with our bodies, it's easily solved by bringing ourselves back into integrity, turning our own light back on, recognizing the truth of who we are as beings. Where have you fallen out of integrity with yourself? Where are you listening to other people and doing what you're told rather than what you know on the inside is right? Where are you saying one thing and doing something else? Where have you given your word and then not followed through? Where are you doubting yourself? Where are you throwing your body under the bus? Saying, oh, there's something wrong with my body, it's broken. Where are you speaking ill of yourself? Where are you self-devaluing? All of these things are signs of lacking integrity. You are responsible for the structure of your building. You are responsible for your own internal structure. And when you build on a solid foundation of the truth of who you are as a being of light, and you start tuning in to your higher level wisdom, you start building a solid foundation. You start bringing all your parts and pieces and aspects back into alignment. and you start actually living. Because avoiding death and living are two completely opposite things. Health and living go together. Disease and dying go together. Are you playing in disease and death, or are you living? Are you bringing everything back into alignment, turning your own light back on and recognizing the brilliance of who you are as a grand being of light, a creator? Health is an act of creation. And it is all about bringing every aspect of ourselves back into integrity. Notice your words. Notice your actions. Notice your thoughts. And see where the structure has been crumbling. Notice the weak spots. And start shoring them back up. Start turning your light back on. Start seeing the power that you actually have to heal yourself by bringing everything back into alignment, back into structural integrity. Only you can create health, wealth, and happiness for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you, and it's not going to come from a pill. It's going to come from your own light, recognizing and shining your own beautiful light. I hope this was helpful to you. My name is Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. 10th anniversary edition is coming out on June 16th, 2023. Please go look for it. It is an updated version of the original book that I published 10 years ago. And it's got a beautiful new cover. It's got lots of beautiful new content inside. Much of the book is the same as it was, but there's a lot of great new stuff in there. So please, if you haven't read it yet, go out and grab a copy. If you've read the original one, think about grabbing a copy of this one, because there's new energy, new updated information and material in there. And I think you're going to love it. So, and my website is connectingyoutoyou.com if you'd like to look at more of the things that I have to offer. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Every week I come out here and I talk about all kinds of interesting topics. If you thought this topic was interesting, then it'll be interesting topics for you. I talk about a lot of different things. It is time for us all to wake up and recognize the grandness of who we are, so that we can live as whole, healed beings, and we can heal this beautiful planet and humanity all together, so that we can create heaven on earth. This is what is possible. The restoration of this planet has begun. So, are you with us? I'm sure you are if you're watching this. Thanks for joining me today. Please go to my website, connectingyoutoyou.com, if you'd like to learn more. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Till then, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.